Ready? How are we doing? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, regardless of when you're watching from wherever you are. Welcome to another beautiful, lovely, and amazing masterclass. Speaking about the Bitrix application, this is the first time we're doing this masterclass. And they always ask me, hey, Luis, what exactly can you do with the application? I have my sales team out in the field and I would like them to use the application, but I don't know if it will be useful for them, if it won't be, if it can be done, or if it can't. And well, that's what we're going to see today. I'm going to tell you about the scope, what can be done, and what can't. Can a sales process be managed from the application? Or maybe not. Where is this topic of mobile applications going, specifically Bitrix? And we're going to do some really cool exercises of Bitrix as such. And we're going to do some really cool exercises, really cool as always, that we are creating content that is useful and practical, okay? So today won't be the exception. So welcome everyone. I want to greet you all. Let's take attendance who is connected here. I want you to write in the chat which city you're connecting from and from which company, to even make some examples with you all so that you can have the recording to show to your sales, administrative, or commercial teams, everything that can be done. I want to tell you that I'm in Ecuador. I came here to spend the carnival. Here, I was in Colombia. In Bogota, in Agua de Dios, I met Agua de Dios. They say it is the city of leprosy. I was there too. And in Santa Marta and in Tayrona, how beautiful it is, how beautiful. In fact, I made friends with an indigenous person, Kogi. That's something like the name of their tribes. And I'm excited because I want to visit Santa Marta on my next trip. I want to see how the communities live there. I've been chatting a bit there, sending photos a little about the needs they have as well. Sometimes we live in the digital world, in the nice part, right? But there are a lot of people who suffer from issues that we have no idea about many times. So keep that with him. When I leave, I'll be telling you all about it. So, well, let's greet them over here. Here's our little friend, Marcia Tamayo from Mexico City. Welcome, Marcia. We were chatting with you this week. And how lovely everything you're doing with your company is too. So welcome, joining us from Guadalajara, Jose. From Guadalajara, welcome Jose as well. He's over here. We're joined by, let's see, Andres from Inomatic. Good to see you, my brother. We were with you in Bogota. We met last week. I think it was last week. And we went to eat those little meats and that Cartagena-style ceviche. Also, it's great, my brother, that you're here. I think we have a meeting. I don't know if it's this week or next week. My team just told me that we've already scheduled it. So that's great, my brother. It's going to be putting on, let's get that company flying. Jaime Umaña from Pura Vida. San Jose, Costa Rica. From Greenstone, it's a pleasure to see you, my brother. Welcome. Over here. From Cucuta, that's great. Luis's daughter. Luis is a person from the team. She's connected here too. Welcome. How cool that you're interested. In fact, we're going to go with Luis, and we're going to go. Just last night, I met with your dad. And we're going to go all the way to Colombia. He's going to accompany me to Bogota, and God willing, we should go to Cucuta soon because I want us to start some business over there too. And in Franco from Lima, the Peruvian capital, I have to go now. Soon to Lima. I don't have a date yet, but I have some things coming up to go over there and to the south of South America. With you, Braulio, well, let's catch up right now. You were telling me a bit about the AI bot. How are you moving it? Oh, that's really interesting. That's really interesting. In fact, I want you to quickly succeed with the bot because I need testimonials. Now, Bitrix is asking us for testimonials to the best partners. So, yeah. We had well, he told me. Some friends who have already implemented the bot, the results they have, and we're starting to document them. So those who are already getting good results, let me know so we can do a quick Zoom and record some testimonials. In fact, my friend Arturo already helped me out last week. Also, with the testimony of how it's helping him in the company from the swimming club that he has and everything, Marta. It's so nice to see you, Marta. Someone mentioned to me that you sent me an email. We were just talking in a meeting. My team, Maximiliano Puig from Uruguay, should be taking care of you now. That's great. My brother, Andres Soler. Hugo Silva is also active. That's great. Well, greetings to everyone. Welcome to this other. In this masterclass, for the first time, we're going to talk about what can and can't be done in the Bitrix application itself. All right, so first, as you all already know, I like to emphasize a lot that you should join the community, the largest Spanish-speaking WhatsApp group we have in Bitrix. Our community, those who are not in it yet, scan the QR code to join and stay updated on all the updates, the new features, everything that's coming. Join us because we'll be in close contact with you. In fact, I have a lot of content just to share that. We're already putting it together with my team. But, I love the golden nugget. So that's what we're going to share with you. All right, let's talk. And why is it important? The topic of applications, the way we consume content, eat, the way we work, is changing more and more in format. Before, on televisions, we consumed a lot of horizontal content. On work screens, the way we work, let's say that since the computer came along, it has always been dominant. Horizontal work. But maybe you haven't realized, but we're increasingly changing our work mechanism to vertical screens. We are increasingly attending to customers via WhatsApp, selling through WhatsApp, and collecting payments through WhatsApp. And maybe they had us thinking, but they are working in a vertical screen format, right? These are very technical little things that big companies analyze, but it's definitely something that's happening. It is no coincidence that also our frameworks, applications now as such, they're always looking for ways to stay at the forefront in the best connectivity. Look at the success of TikTok. TikTok doesn't have a horizontal format. Everything is in vertical format. And look at the success it's having so much that YouTube, which was the heavyweight in horizontal format, was forced to create shorts that are in vertical format. And today it's crazy because I see my nephews and my son watching YouTube in vertical format. And they keep watching like that, right? So, or the Reels, it's surprising. How do they hook us in this vertical format? So, in conclusion, what we need to keep on our radar are these aspects. And also see how we use it. What I'm going to show you is the update as of today, because this is constantly evolving and changing. Today, March 5th, 2025, what can we actually do? What can't be done? From the Bitrix application, which keeps surprising us more and more. In fact, I remember about 2 years ago, I was interviewing one of the managers at Bitrix, and I said to her, hey, come on, tell us something that's coming up in the world of Bitrix. She told me these two words, vertical format. So definitely Bitrix is putting a lot into this and betting that we can do more and more amazing things with these tools. It wasn't like that. I have three, look. There they are, the three of them, because we need productivity. We can't stop. So that's what we're going to talk about today. And we're going to go. As the dermatologist says, let's get to the point. So I prepared for you all. Don't think that you guys think that I improvise here. No, I know certain things and all, but we have to get ready. I've prepared this for you all. the screen of my phone. I hope you can see it well. Just let's see if you can see it there. Well, you can see me more now, but I want you to see me just as much with the screen. I'm just going to shrink it so you can see it bigger. So this is Bitrix application. You need to understand that at the bottom, there is a menu. In the menu, you can customize it however you want. So if I go to the more options, you can set up the different types of menus that Bitrix has. They are already preset. You can customize it in detail, right? Based on what you want and how you want to see it, you can customize it in detail. However, I recommend that you work with the CRM version, which is the one I have here selected. So let's say that in theory, the options you will use the most are the ones at the bottom. And therefore, I always suggest that the CRM be the main one. Okay, that's why it's number one. Even if any of you would like to edit this here, you can edit it, change the order as you wish, but we will leave it as it is. There, preset. So first, the CRM. Let's see, Luis, what can you do with the CRM? Let's analyze just the first little window that the mobile app has. So first, notice that here at the top, there's a little funnel where you can see the funnels. So the first function that the CRM has is that you can start organizing Arente and visualizing all the funnels you have in your Bitcoin system. I use it a lot to switch between business units. Whenever I want to see any negotiation, I go into the corresponding business unit and it has to be there. Okay? So notice how we have more than 100 funnels here, more than 100 nicely configured pipelines. Nice. In Bitrix, right? But I want to show you the scope. That's why I'm not going to show you what has already been done. I'm going to create a funnel from scratch. Look how I can create a business unit, a process from my phone. If you ever find yourselves bored in a line waiting for a meeting, grab the Bitrix app and start playing around with it. Ready? So, look. I'm going to go to the plus button at the bottom, right? And I'm going to create a funnel from my phone. For all of you, ready? Bitrix is already telling me, Luis, I'm creating a funnel. What do you want me to do? What do you want to name it? So I'm going to give it a name. It's 24. It's 24. And I'm going to name it 3i. This is going to be the business. Look how I can edit the stages of the funnel here. For example, I want this one to be without working. Without working. Okay. And I would like this stage of the funnel, for example, I've already named it, right? I'm going to change its color. I'm going to make it a light gray because without work, there's still no activity. So this one here, I'm going to label it as attempt of contact. Attempt of contact. Number 1. Number 2. And number 3. Ready. I've already created the second stage, and this way you can customize the stages. Watch out, from the cell phone. Doing all of that. So, but there I could, for example, move a stage. If I wanted to, look how easily I can move it. Or for example, if I also wanted to, this stage, for example, I would like to delete it. Look how easily I can remove it. And it's already set up. There's my funnel, right? So once I have it ready, I click on save. And I'm done. Folks, I just created a funnel. Look, in fact, I'm going to click on, the funnel is 24i. And I'm in. I'm already inside the funnel. Obviously, I don't have anything. I'm going to pause for a moment on the screen that I'm sharing with you. And now I'm going to show you in Bitrix how everything has already been created from the cell phone. And we're going to do an exercise like this together with all of you. So I'm going to share with you now. Screen, I no longer want the one from the cell phone, but I want to share the screen with you. To my funnel. So look how it's going to show up on my computer. I haven't updated it yet, but as soon as I do, look how a funnel created from the phone is going to show up for me. Here it is. And obviously I don't have anything in the funnel as such. Here's the stage that hasn't been worked on. What do you think? So first we're going to do the test with one of you. I'm going to create the negotiation. I'm going to create the negotiation with one of you volunteers. I see that Jose Boada has some questions. Jose, I'll answer all the questions at the end. Right now, we're going to focus on the topic of the app. Florisbel says that she can't see. What do you mean you can't see, Florisbel? I can see it. I'm showing the screen right now. So I'm going to do an exercise, for example. With one of you, we're going to do it with my friend Andres Soler. So I'm going to look for Andres Soler. Look how I searched for it in the tool and it already showed up. There it is. And I click save. Watch out. I just created a negotiation. They say it can't be seen. What do you mean it can't be seen? They say the screen can't be seen. It can't be. Let me stop sharing. I'm going to share the screen with you again. I walk. According to this, it seems like I'm sharing with you. Let me check from my phone, because believe it or not, I have to log in from my phone too to see what you see, because sometimes it's a bit complex. Well, I can see it now. The application is showing up for me. Okay. Well, then I'm going to. I understand that the blue screen is visible there. Well, I'm going to stop sharing. So I just created a negotiation. Let's see. I'm going to show you the whole screen. Maybe. There you go. You're going to see the full screen. There, I imagine they must be seeing everything because I already shared the full screen. So you should be seeing it there. Now I can see you in that you can't see it. Okay. I don't know what happened with the stream already, but in theory, you should be able to see it. Well, I'm going to see if I can share the cell phone screen again and keep showing you from the phone, because apparently it's not letting us show you from there. So let's see. We're going to stop sharing the screen here. And it's funny because I can see the option to stop sharing. So I'm going to share the screen with you again from the share screen. And now it's not letting me share. Make sure to click share on the window cancel. Let's take another look. I'm going to share the screen with you again. Screen. Let's see. Can you confirm if screen sharing is available? Because Zoom apparently isn't letting me. Let's see. I'm going to check here if I can share from the cell phone. Share. Screen. Well, it's a little bit. It's a bit more complicated because keep in mind that we have to share the screen and everything. Even though I did the test, it's not that easy as it would seem. But anyway, let's see if you can see the Zoom screen there. Let's see. I'm going to enlarge it all. And no, it seems like not. You see all the blue background, so you never saw the screen. Forgive me. But if you can't see the screen, I can't continue because I can see it. But according to what I see on the cell phone, you all aren't seeing anything. I know what it was. I think you should be able to see it now. Let's see. No, not that either. How curious. Let's see. There. There, you should be able to see the cell phone. You see it now. There it is. Yes, you should be able to see it now. Can you see it now? He says, cool, thanks. Sorry, I don't know why. So what I was saying is that I just created a deal in Bitrix. I created it manually with Andres. Okay, so automatically, now we should be able to see it from the Bitrix app. It should be here automatically. I'm going to visualize. So look how in the Bitrix app, I'm going to go to the funnel we just created, which is called AAA. And look, I enter the AAA funnel and I can see it here. A deal has to show up for me, or I can create a deal. Let's see everything that can be done from the funnel. First, let me see. I'm going to close Bitrix. I'm going to open it again. So I'm here now. I'm going to enter the funnel we just created, which is the AAA funnel. I just entered the funnel and look how the deal I created with Andres appears here. So I'm going to do a few things now. First, I'm going to create another deal. For example, look how I'm going to show you the different functions. First, I'm going to create a deal. Do you see how it asks me if I want to create a deal, a contact, a company, an invoice, a quote, or some kind of space process? I'm going to create a deal. I'm going to do everything from my phone first. Okay, Luis, what do you want to name the deal? I'm going to name it Webinar Test. Excellent. And I hit save. So the second thing it asks me is which contact I'm going to look for. I'm going to look for myself as Luis Cordoba Fernandez, and I'm going to select myself. Luis, it's just that I work with companies. Well, I could also add the company or just add more people. Let's say I make up that Emily Jurado is also in this deal. Look how easily I added it. There it is. So I can. And here you will notice how all the fields I had created appear by default. Luis, that about the app is terrible because just imagine I can't visualize anything. I don't want all the fields to be visible. I want only the information I want to see from that business unit, from that funnel to be visible. So I'm going to go over here. And as you can see, okay, when I create the deal, look, I just created it from my phone right now. And I'm showing you now, here is the deal I created from the phone. And look how it shows me all these other fields that I don't want. I'm going to hit edit, okay? And here I can delete it. If I don't want to see a certain field, okay? And I hit save. Here I can select the fields that I specifically want to be visible. Okay, once I've set it up like that, I go back to the app. And notice how I'm only going to see the fields that I want to see from the deal. So look, here I have the names of the contacts. If I wanted to, for example, add some special fields, I could visualize, let's suppose I wanted to see the quality of the lead. Luis, I want to see the lead quality for them to rate the lead quality from their phone. Perfect. So I go here to Bitrix and I look for the field called lead quality. And I enter it automatically. Since I've already created it, here it is. I go to the mobile app and notice how I can visualize it automatically from my phone. So I go into the deal. And look, I'm going to have a field here called quality of the e-lead. Here it is. So from the mobile app, I can assign a score. Like if it's a lead 10, look at how I'm placing it. So what can they do from the phone? First, absolutely all the fields that you want to use can be set up. Setting up and selecting so that their sales teams can fill in the information from their phones. Okay? Perfect. Luis, what else can be done? Secondly, you have at the top what is called a timeline, which is like the history. It's the history of everything that has happened since the client was created, in this case, 2 minutes ago, who created it. What planned activity is there? I created this one, but for example, I'm going to delete it. Let's suppose that I'm out on the street and I just met with this client and I just agreed to have a meeting next week. So I go to the plus sign and here I can say that I want to plan an activity. I'll put plan an activity. Okay. I click save and continue. And it will show me Bitrix, the new activity that I want to do. So what do I want to do? The client agreed. In next week on Monday, to confirm with us the investment in the project. Let's pretend that we are my friend Brolio's company, which attracts investment for some domes that he sells over there in Mexico, right? So I can tell Bitrix, when do I want it to remind me? So I tell it, hey, Bitrix, remind me. Monday, the 10th at 8 in the morning. No, at 9 in the morning. Look at how I select and I put it. Save. But let's say I also want to add a photo because I want to have evidence that I visited him. Look at how I take a photo that I was in the office with him. And once it loads, I can save it. And the evidence stays in the activity so that on March 10th at 9 in the morning, it reminds me. So on March 10th, it's going to remind me, I mark it as complete activity, and I create the next commitment. Or I create a task for us to proceed with drafting the contract. So I'm going to put together contract of service. So here I can set a deadline. Look at how I'm linking tasks to the CRM. I want it to be at the end of this week. Which project I want it to be for? The administrative project. I want it to participate in some workflow. I want to add tasks. Everything I want, I can include. Observers, custom fields. And I hit create the task. And look at how I just created a task linked to a work group or a project from my phone so that the team can already work on it. Keep working as such. And at the end of products in the CRM, I can add the product. In this case, let's assume that I'm selling him the Bitrix license. Well, here I selected accommodation. I'm going to remove it. I'm going to add the Bitrix license, search for products. I'm selling him the professional license. 12 months. 12 months, since Braulio is a good guy and a good friend, we're going to give him a 20% discount when purchasing the Bitrix license. So we give you a 20% discount. And look how it automatically calculates for me from my phone. How beautiful. And I can here edit product variables if I want to, among other things. And I hit save. Look at that beauty. And that's it. All done. From my phone. So, what have I done? I created a funnel. I created the stages. I created the negotiation. And right now I'm working on a sales process with a client from my phone. Hey, Luis, but okay, I can message him on WhatsApp from my phone. That's right. So check out how I go over to these little buttons down here. All the chats I have and all the emails I have, both with Emily. Like with Luis Cordoba. So I'm going to say, well, I want to message Luis Cordoba from this number, and it opens the channel for me. I can do it. And I can send him a message. Hi, Luis. I just sent you the quote. and I just sent it from my phone. A message on WhatsApp. Just so you know, I'm not chatting from WhatsApp. I'm chatting from the Bitrix app. I'm chatting on WhatsApp with a client from the Bitrix app. Ah, Luis, I want to send an email to Luis now. So, let's see the email. Here I'm going to send you one. To Emily. Look at how I send it from here. I can select all the emails I have. So I'm going to send him, hi. This is a test. Test from Bitrix. And look at how I send it. From the Bitrix app. I sent him an email. I've scheduled the next activity. I wrote to him on WhatsApp. Luis, what else can I do? Oh, well, let's call him. I'm going to call him from the Bitrix app. Work phone. How do I want to call him? Do I want to call him from my cell phone or using the Bitrix app? I want to use the Bitrix app. I'm already using the Bitrix app. Using the app. From Bitrix to the cell phone. And look at how beautiful this is, because here I can link it and it connects to the CRM. So I can know what negotiations I have with this client. Everything from one place. Okay, well, I'm going to hang up just for the sake of the exercise. So, look. And keep in mind, we've only just seen the first section, which is the CRM section, the one you see right down here. So, let's see, you all need to get familiar with it. I've been pretty familiar with this topic for a long time, that's why I know it by heart, but I want you all to start getting familiar with it. So, look at how from here. I can already say, well, I called Luis, but he didn't answer, so I'm going to move him to the contact attempt stage. And I've already moved him to the stage. And if I had automations, just by making that click, the automations would start sending out. He would start getting emails, he would start getting a WhatsApp, whatever I want. Just imagine that beauty. And we're only in the CRM. So, we're in the negotiations. Luis, but I don't want to. So, I don't want to. Let's see, Andres is asking if you can make video calls from the app. You can't do that, but that's going to come. That moment is going to come because Bitrix already has its video call module and they're putting more resources and energy into that module all the time. That moment is going to come, for sure. So, this is just with the negotiations. So let's say I finished selling to Luis. Look how I closed the deal. Closed one from the cell phone. Luis, hey, but the negotiation got deleted. It got deleted. No, it didn't get deleted. I just have the ones I'm currently working on, the negotiations I'm in progress with. Luis, how could you see the ones you won? I'm going through all the stages, and I say, hey Bitrix, I want you to show me only the ones I've won. And there I can see the closed won deals that I have. In the different stages as such. So, for example, here I just select only. And I can visualize them however I like. Alright. Let's go now. Look, here they are all in progress, see? So I put the ones, there's the one deal. Ah, these are the ones I'm winning. Perfect. Well, Luis. And what else? So, in contacts, for example, look, here's my entire database from my phone. I used to lose a lot of future sales because I didn't have my database organized. In fact, I'm looking for them. Let's see, am I going to look for any of you, Jose? Jose, who is writing? So I want to see Jose's number, but I don't have it saved on my phone, but I do have it in Bitrix. So I put Jose Pablo. He's going to want to kill me because I'm going to make his number public, but there I have Jose Pablo's number. There it is. Well, now the phone isn't showing, but if I click here, it will show up. The contact. Jose Pablo. And look how I have it there, see? So, the companies. Likewise, all the companies, the businesses. The invoices, the quotes, look at how beautiful it is, right? And we're just in the funnel. From the CRM, just in the CRM module, okay? So, if you all have specific processes, for example, right now we keep track of inventories and assets. Now, for example, we're about to buy new computers for the team. We're registering it from here, and we're keeping track of everything from the phone. Beautiful. Look, for example, here we've registered. This is a computer. A drone. We bought a drone, and for those of you who follow me on Instagram, you know that I'm out here with Fran, taking drone shots everywhere. In Tayrona. Then I found out that it was forbidden to take drone shots there, but well, I had already done a few. So, look at how everything gets recorded all the way to the delivery of the drone. We handle everything here. Beautiful, right? So, look at how we're managing it. Well, this is just the beginning. From the CRM module, which is the heart of Bitrix, the soul of Bitrix can be managed here. Let's take a look at the other options. In the upper left part, some people like to check in from their phones. For those who are starting to work, I can do it. And look how I can share my geographic location of where I am right now, because sometimes my wife knows how to ask me that. Hey, Luis, I want you to remove their access. So that they can't mark in because I notice they're arriving late to work and they check in from their phones. Well, now Bitrix has this option where it geolocates where the person is. For example, that's the exact location where I am right now. And what's more, I can upload a photo. So I'm going to take a photo here since I'm in the office recording for you all, starting to work, right? With the right foot. And I'm going to put a little message here, starting. Right? Starting. Starting. The master class. With the right foot. And I click continue. And look, I mark the check-in. And it already shows that I checked in today at 6:42 p.m. The check-in even records my location. And here's even where the message was sent. Okay? Another feature that I use a lot. It's the calendar thing. I manage 100% of my calendar, 100% of my calendar in Bitrix. And it's super helpful for me to access my calendar from anywhere I am and be able to see my activities that I have planned or to carry out. So, that's really useful. You all can sync your calendar. You can sync your calendar from when I activated the check-in. Look, this is my agenda for today. Here it is. For in the morning, 6 in the morning, 8 in the morning, 9 in the morning. Look, here I was in the meeting I had with Braulio. At 2 in the afternoon, I met with Braulio. There it is. And then I had this other meeting. And then I dedicated 2 hours to put together this masterclass with you all. And right now I'm here. And let's say I want to schedule a meeting at 8 in the evening, for example. Meeting with Dad. I'm going to meet with my dad to go over some topics at 8 in the evening. Look how I'm doing it from the Bitrix app. And I just put it down here. Who is the meeting going to be with? Okay. I can select the reminder there, whatever I want, and I hit save, and it asks me, what time do you want to schedule it? Luis. I want it. Schedule it from 7:30 to 8:30. Where is the meeting going to be, Luis? Well, if I don't have a location, I can just create it like that. And done. I just scheduled it. If you notice, the meeting with my dad. I just scheduled it for the morning. That was my mistake. So I'm going to see if I can edit it from here. Can't edit it. It doesn't matter. I'm going to schedule a new one. I'm going to schedule a new one. I'm going over here to more. Meeting Dad. Meeting Dad. So, I'll just hit done. Select the date and time. I want to meet at 7:30 p.m. Now everything is beautifully scheduled for me. Like that, right? So, check out how. Can you manage that? And that's how I manage my whole schedule. You can see in real time how the schedule looks, what's available. Look, there are the meetings I have tomorrow. And this syncs up with Google Calendar. Is there a question, Yvonne, about whether this syncs with Google Calendar or Apple's? I have the Apple one, and look how it syncs automatically. Like that. So, nice. And we have barely seen this function of the calendar. Now, to you all. Here you can also see the documents that you have pending to sign. You all could sign certain documents here, or view documents that you have signed or processed. By doing it from here, if you had it, because Bitrix basically wants to simplify the processes so that you can sign a document from your phone with just 5 clicks. Well, let's take a look now. The second option. That's the chats, this thing you see here. The second option in the bottom menu is the chats. Here, you can see that I have. What it says is open channels are all the conversations that I currently have active. It's just that, since I just activated. For example, I can see here who I'm chatting with. And I had done the test. Hey, Luis. Can you confirm for me? Can you confirm that you received it? So, look at how I'm messaging myself from the Bitrix app. And now I'm going to reply from my phone. Confirmed. I'm replying from my phone on WhatsApp. And look how the message comes to me. Beautifully. Okay. So, from here, look, I can end the conversation. I can go to the CRM. I can transfer it to someone else. I'm going to end the conversation and the chat closes. So I'm just going to have the pending chats as such. So, those are the open channels that it refers to. If you have any chat with someone from sales, with someone from marketing, or with any client, whatever. On the other hand, here, they say internal chats. In internal chats, you will be able to view all the chats that are with your work team. So example, if I wanted to message Matteo and say, "Hi, Matteo. Everything's ready for the integration. of the company that we have on Friday. So look at how I'm writing to him. This is no longer on WhatsApp. It's strictly an internal chat. And I can do here. Yes, I can call Matteo by normal call. Or I can make an internal video call. Internal. Do you guys notice? This is because he is part of the team as such. Let me put it, it's the test of the masterclass. So notice how yes, can make these video calls right here. Copilot. Do you guys have it yet? Do you guys have artificial intelligence yet? Free in the Bitrix app. So you guys need an idea, you just click here and say, for example, today, this weekend, we have the integration with leaders from Ecuador. We're going to a nice place at the beach. So I'm going to tell him, set me up with 5 fun activities. Funny. To carry out at the integration in person that we'll be doing at the company. Got a beach. On the beach, look for seeks that promote integration, integrity, the fun, and teamwork. Ready? So look, I give him that order. And from the Bitrix app, the artificial intelligence. He's going to respond to me just like he responds to you in ChatGPT, and in these apps, he already replied. So look, Luis tells me relay, race in the sand. He's telling me to build a sandcastle with the team. Today, the ideas are good. It says to also look for the treasure, that I can hide things on the beach. We can play beach volleyball. We can make games in the water. Look how nice they have artificial intelligence in the application. This function is hot because the last time I checked the application, it wasn't there yet. This is also a new feature of Bitrix, which is the channels. For example, you can create channels here. Whether for certain people in the company or for specific individuals, and use it too. And we have the collapse feature, which is when you want to, for example, put together specific work teams and keep everyone informed. For example, this was a working group that we created in a masterclass, and there are the ones who joined. There they are, see? So I can keep writing about how we're doing. Oh, you are. You see? So, how are you all doing? So, I write to you all. And this is another work group. Look how nice it is to have everything all organized with you all. Everything from the app. And we've just barely seen the second module, which is the chats, the conversations. Notice that up here in the top right corner, there's a little bell so that you can see the notifications, the messages that have come in, among other things. Okay. Very good. Now let's move on to the third one. Oh, I love this one. This is one of the ones I use the most from Bitrix. In the app, one of the ones I use the most is this one, where I have here, for example, all the tasks that I have to complete for the team, among other things. Look, here I have the projects. On the other hand, here I'm organizing by business units. It's a bit more specific. And notice how on the right, it shows me the tasks that are overdue, pending, among others. And the one I use the most is this one, the one that says flows. And what do I use this one for? It's very important to me. When we do maintenance tasks, keep in mind that we manage properties in 13 cities across 4 countries. and I'm always going around the properties. And for example, when I find something new in the properties, we have the flows here. So, for example, right now that I'm in Guayaquil, let's say I find something new. And I put here, for example, to stick, fallen, plates. So from my phone, wherever I am, I take the picture. And look how it automatically uploads to Bitrix and gets assigned to the maintenance person to take care of this task. It's done. It's done. So the task is automatically reflected here. I can see putting up fallen tiles, you see? And here I can add comments, done. Okay. Or, for example, I can see how much progress they've made with the pending tasks. So, for example, look at this task. Here we assign them to do this work. And there I can see if they've done it or not. For example, I want to see all the ones that have been completed. I can filter it from here. And based on that, we can see the effectiveness of the different teams. This is one of the teams with the most activities we have. You can't see the scrum yet, but if Bitrix has already put it here, it's because soon you're going to want to be able to manage the scrum from the app too. And there's a section to measure efficiency. So check out the efficiency I have. I have 77% efficiency as such. I would love to, we still haven't achieved it, but we have in mind that we can pay bonuses based on Bitrix's efficiency. I hope we get to that, but it's going to be beautiful when we achieve it. Okay, good. So, let's keep going. We've seen the tasks module. Here's another file module so that if you're visiting a client and you need to show them the PDF or you need to check it out. The images, the photos. Look how everything gets stored. There's the little photo I took. Now I can see the files. I can see the company's files. Look, company files, I can view them. And look, without any problem, for example, formats. Here I have some keychain templates. And look how it happens automatically. I can even see the document. It has to be said that it's not a beauty, right? Everything in a beautiful way. From the Bitrix app, all the information is centralized. So those who work, for example, with PDFs, they don't have to say, hey, send me the PDF anymore. Updated, pass it to me. No, because it's just one now. One single source of information for everyone. Okay? There's. In the part of more, there are the rest of the modules that they're not, let's say, active yet. Active, so to speak, or no, they're not in the spotlight. One of my favorite things here is the workflows. So, look how, for example, my team can request a salary advance. They log into the Bitrix app. They say, I want to make a loan request. They click Continue. Okay? It's asking for the information you want to provide. I want to request a salary advance or a loan from the company. How much do I want to request? I want to request because 1. I had a family commitment. A family emergency, let's say an emergency. Family. How much do I want to request? $1,000. So I'm going to request an advance of $1,000? Okay, and I start the process and that's it. There's just been a request that's being reviewed right now. Human resources. About the family emergency. I'm going through, and as soon as they approve it, it goes to finance. So they can disperse it, or if they deny it, let's hope they don't.
Automatically, I'm going to see that the loan I requested has been denied. Look at this beauty. For those who do petty cash replenishment, for those who do travel reimbursements, you can use the Bitrix app. For those details, too. Okay? Well, here you have the rest of the modules. Look, the knowledge base. For example, I want to see the knowledge base that we have in the operations team. There it is. So, if they don't know, there's the knowledge base. Look, there it is. The director, the whole work team. There it is so you know who each person is. That's it. Look at this beauty, right? There's the knowledge base. If suddenly I wanted to, in the Bitrix app, I don't know, post something on the feed, I can publish it here.
I can send the message without any problem from the app. Or if I wanted to make a random call to someone, for example, 593-987-26478, check out how I'm going to call. From the Bitrix app. And I'm already making a call. Look, I dialed and Bitrix is recognizing me. Who is the person I'm calling? And look how I am. Dialing. As such. I mean, it's beautiful no matter how you look at it. It's beautiful no matter how you look at it. And there are some minor details out there. But those are the main ones. And if you ask me, they practically look there so you can edit. Where is the information stored? If you want the notifications to show up. If you don't want the notifications to show up, so you can see the updates. It's beautiful. Beautiful as such. If you ask me, 85% of the things you can do in Bitrix, you can do it all from the app. That's quite a bit. 85% of things can be done. And it's just a matter of getting familiar with it, right? Get familiar with it, and you can handle everything normally. All right, now I'm going to look at the screen because I've been busy watching. I want to see the questions and doubts you all have, and I'll be answering them. Now let's take a look. Let's go. This is what you're not seeing. There it is. Okay, so let's take a look at the questions you have. What's the difference between check-in and work hours? During work hours, it's with the work schedules. Hey, the break. In the check-in, you just register when you started working and when you finished working. On the other hand, during work hours, you can post if you go to the bathroom. In case there are some companies that are really strict about that, they can track it too. All right, next question says Yvonne. Hey Luis, does the calendar sync with Google? Yes. With the Apple Calendar, with Andres' calendar, you can sync it without any problem. In fact, get used to that already. I see that most people don't use the Bitrix calendar, and that's what I love the most. In fact, when someone asks me for a meeting, if I don't see my calendar, I don't hold meetings. And generally, they manage my schedule for me, so they set up the meetings because what's in my calendar is what gets done. That's why sometimes when I talk to you all, you say, Luis, let's meet up. Coordinate it with Katie, coordinate it with Domenica, coordinate it because they're the ones who manage my meetings and set them up for me. Hey. All right. Andres asks, hey Luis, can you sign with your finger from your phone? There is 2 types of signatures in Bitrix. Client signatures and internal signatures. You can do internal signatures from the mobile app. You don't even have to scribble. As long as you use your account in the Bitrix app to sign, it's already signed. since it's an internal document you're already doing from your phone. And for external documents, you could have an automation that generates a document and gets you to sign it from your phone. And once you've signed it, the client sends it. Yes, you can. But it's not done from the Bitrix app. It would be done through the automation that generates that. All right, let's go here. Alga asks us, she says, can you organize meetings on Zoom? Bitrix launched an integration.